Welcome to Emily Nova Yoga. Tonight's class is a gentle full moon flow. This is best for intermediate level, but beginners are welcome as well. Find a gentle seat tonight. There are no props that are required for this class. However, if you'd like to get a little bit more comfortable, I recommend bringing along a blanket or a bolster that's a bit more comfortable for you. And we will be doing some triangle trikonasana tonight. So if you would like to bring your own block, this could also be a little bit more comfortable. We are going to be holding our poses just a little bit longer this evening. The full moon is a time for relaxation, for reflection, and grounding. Come to a comfortable seated position. Let's find the center of our mat and settle in. Soften your eyes or close them completely. Find your seat. Find your breath. Open your palms up towards the sky. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Begin to notice your breath as you settle in. As we come to the completion of another lunar cycle, consider, what are you grateful for? What are you ready to let go of? And what are you ready to make space for in this next cycle, this next chapter? Bring one hand to your stomach and the other hand to your chest. We're going to practice inhaling for a count of 4 and exhaling for a count of 6. As you inhale, I want you to breathe through the stomach, expand through the ribs, and finally inhale all the way up through the chest and exhaling for that count of 4, releasing in the exact opposite direction from chest, ribs, and stomach. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, stomach, ribs, chest. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more time. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sit up nice and tall. What are you grateful for? Gently open your eyes. Inhale the arms up to the sky. Exhale the hands to the chest. If you'd like to set an intention for today's practice, go ahead and do that at this time. Inhale. Exhale, relax the hands down to the mat. Inhale, one arm up over the head. Exhale, side bend. With each exhale, sink a little deeper into the stretch. One more deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale, bring the arm up. Exhale, the hand back to the mat. Other side. Inhale, the arm up. Exhale, the arm overhead. Inhale. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale the arm up. Exhale the hand back to the mat. Bring your hands back to your knees. Drop one ear to the same shoulder. I'm starting with my right ear, right shoulder. With each exhale, relax your facial muscles. Notice where you're holding tension here. See where you need to breathe a little deeper. Experiment with bringing the chin up towards the sky or down towards the chest. And allow each exhale to bring that ear closer to the shoulder. What are you ready to let go of in this next cycle? Deep breath in and exhale. Breathe in, bringing the head back to center. Move very slowly and gentle here. Tonight we are moving nice and slow. Opposite ear, opposite shoulder. Breathe in. Exhale, relaxing ear to the shoulder on the opposite side. Experiment with wherever you're feeling tension. Relax your brow. Relax your jaw. Allow your shoulders to drop down. Deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. What are you ready to let go of in this next cycle? What are you making space for? One more deep breath in. Exhale. On your next inhale, bring your head slowly back up to the center. Bring the hands up to the sky. Inhale the hands to prayer. Exhale the hands down to the heart center. Bring your fingertips to your shoulders. Inhale, bringing the elbows forward. If you can touch them. Then up to the sky and rotate your elbows back behind you for shoulder rolls slowly. As if you're rotating your arms through molasses. Inhaling the elbows forward, up the side and back. Exhale down. Inhale forward, up. Exhale back, down and around. A few more times. Inhale. Exhale. Reverse direction. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale up. Forward, down. One more time. Inhale back. Up. Exhale forward. Down. Gently allow your hands to fall back to your knees. Seated cat-cow. As you inhale, bring your stomach and chest forward, gazing up towards the sky. Exhale, rounding the back. Navel to spine. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale forward, arching the back. Exhale, rounding the back, bringing the navel to the spine. Great job. Come back to a central position. Again, we're moving nice and slowly. Just find our center space. Returning attention to your breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Turn towards the front of your mat, coming onto all fours. Once again, moving nice and slowly. We're not in any rush today. Find what feels good. Maybe rock side to side. Maybe your hips are cracking like mine are right now. Cat-cow in all fours position. Inhale, dropping the stomach to the earth, turning the gaze towards the sky. Exhale, rounding the back, navel to the spine, gaze towards the stomach. Again, inhale, dropping the stomach. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And your next inhale, coming to neutral in all fours position. Inhale, bringing the right arm up to the sky. Exhale, thread the needle, bringing that right arm under the left. You can stay in this position here, or you can walk that left hand forward for a deeper stretch. Try to keep your hips over your knees. You can soften your gaze or close your eyes here. We're going to take 2 more deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. If you have your left arm extended, walk that hand back towards your face. On your next inhale, bring that right arm all the way up to the sky. Stretch. Exhale, bringing the right hand back to the mat. Opposite side. Inhale the left arm up to the sky, opening the chest. Exhale, thread the needle. Left arm under the right, keeping the hips over the knees. This is already a deep stretch, but if you want a deeper stretch, you can walk that right hand forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Bringing that right hand back towards your face. Exhale. Inhale. Left arm all the way up to the sky. Exhale back to all fours. Gently begin to shift the hips forward and backward. You can bring the hands a little bit towards the front of the mat as you do this. There's no right answers as you rock forward and backwards. If this is feeling good, you can begin to rotate the hips in a circle, coming around to the right, forward, to the left, and back. Take whatever movement feels good here. Maybe reverse directions if that's feeling good for you. Rolling the hips out. Great job. Come back to all fours. Settle back in for a moment here. And when you feel ready, you can curl your toes under and slowly bring your hips up, moving into downward facing dog. Keep your knees nice and bent tonight. We don't want to do anything to strain our body this evening. Be slow, be gentle. Bend one knee, then the other, straightening the opposite legs, a bicycling motion as you adjust to being in this stretch. Relax your head and neck towards the earth. The full moon is a high energy time of the month, a time for reflection, a time for grounding, time for being gentle with ourselves. Come to a stationary pose. When you're ready, keeping those knees gently bent, begin to slowly walk your feet towards the front of the mat. Remain here for a moment and forward fold. Keep your knees bent. Deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Slowly roll your way up to a standing position. Your head should be the last thing to come up this evening. Mountain pose. Deep, slow breaths, palms open, hands strong. I'll turn towards the front so you can see my posture here. What we're aiming for is our feet hip width apart underneath the hips, toes facing forward, palms open, facing forward, shoulders back. Check that your hips are tucked under. You don't want to arch your back here. Imagine you're a puppet being pulled up nice and straight by a string just coming through the top of the crown of your head. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, bringing the arms up. Exhale, the hands to prayer. Inhale, the arms up, hands up overhead. Exhale, bending to the right hand side. Enjoy the stretch. Try to keep your head perfectly placed between your arms. Should feel a nice stretch through your left side body here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, coming up to center. And breathe out to the left hand side. This time you should feel a nice stretch to the right side body. One more deep breath in. Exhale. Breathe in, come to center. And exhale, step the feet out wide, further than your hips. Point the toes out to the side. Inhale, the hands up overhead. Exhale, bend the knees, goddess pose. With each inhale, come up slightly. Exhale, sink a little deeper. The arms should be at about 90 degrees. Maybe you can just come here. If this is your furthest stretching point, that's okay. This is also wonderful, strong pose. Inhale, the cool moon energy. Exhale, sink a little deeper. One more deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale all the way up. Straighten the legs. Bring the hands together. Rotate towards the front of your mat to the right hand side. Keeping the front foot forward, facing the front of the mat. The back foot at a 90 degrees. Bring the arms out to the sides. Deep breath in. Exhale. Leaning forward, pressing that front hand as far forward as it can go before rotating into triangle. You can bring your gaze up to the top arm, or you can bring it down to the earth. Maybe this is too much for you right now. Come up a little bit. This is also perfectly acceptable. If you want to put that front hand on the thigh, we're going to take 3 deep breaths as we hold this pose. What are you grateful for? What are you ready to let go of? What are you making space for in this next chapter? Great job. Inhale, bending the front knee, bringing the front hand back up. Turning those feet towards the side. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, opening the chest. Keeping a slight bend in your knees. Exhale, begin to forward fold. This is a great time if you want to use your block. You can place that in front of you here. Maybe you just come about halfway here to half forward fold. Maybe you bring the hands to the mat. And maybe you want to bring your head down to the block. Whatever is most comfortable for you in your practice tonight. One more deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale, bending the knees, rolling the spine up to a standing position. Turn towards the front of your mat. Come down onto the left knee to low lunge. Right knee is bent, left knee is down on the mat. Inhale. Exhale, sink a little bit into that right forward knee, bringing the hips forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hands to the mat. Step the right foot back. Balasana, child's pose. You can separate the knees here. If you have a bolster and you want to use that this evening, place that between your legs. Bring your upper body onto the bolster. Relax your head to one side. We're going to take 3 deep breaths in this position. With each inhale, imagine the cool moon energy, the silver moon energy entering your nostrils. With each exhale, releasing the heat from your month, from your week, from the hottest parts of your body. Clear out your energy to make space for this next chapter. Inhale, cool air. Exhale what no longer serves you. One more deep breath in. Exhale, come back to all fours. If you have the bolster underneath you or a blanket, go ahead and place that off to the side. Back to all fours. Curl those toes back under, bringing the palms slightly further to the front of the mat, and bring the hips up, downward facing dog. Keep a wider stance. The wider your feet are towards the edges of the mat, the easier the pose is, the easier it is for your back. Moving nice and slow. If it's in your practice, walk your feet out, straightening one leg then the other, alternating which knee you bend. Coming to stillness as you relax into this inverted posture. Keep your knees bent this evening. We want to be as gentle as possible. Bring your feet together. Inhale. Exhale, stepping the feet slowly, walking the feet slowly towards the front of the mat. Remain here for a moment in forward fold. Deep breath in. Exhale, rolling up to a standing position. Your head being the last thing to come up. You could remain facing the front of the mat, but I'm going to turn here so that you can see what I'm doing. Mountain pose, just like before. Feet shoulder width apart, toes facing the front of the mat, palms open and forward, shoulders back, knees slightly bent, standing tall. Standing strong, as if you're in the orbit of the moon's gravitational pull. Return your attention to your breath. Exhale all the stale energy. Inhale. Hold for a moment at the top before a long exhale. Again, your own breath cycle. Inhale for a count of 4. Hold for 2. And exhale for a count of 6. At your own pace. With each inhale, notice the cool silver moon energy filling your lungs. And with each exhale, release what no longer serves you. One more deep inhale. One more deep exhale. Let's balance the other side. Inhale, the arms down, out into prayer. Exhale as they come to the chest. Inhale, hands down, arms all the way up to the sky, hands together. And exhale, bringing those hands to the left side for a side stretch. Keep your hips tucked under, your navel pulled in. Make sure you're not arching your back. Only go as far as you feel a little bit of a pull. And then stop there. To each exhale, see if you can relax a little deeper into the pose. 2 more deep breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. The next inhale, bring those hands back to the center. Exhale, side stretch to the other side. Keep your hips tucked under. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bring the hands all the way to the center. And exhale, step the feet out wide. Inhale again. Exhale, bending the knees and the elbows into goddess pose. Check the position of your feet. They should be pointing at about a 45-degree angle. Make sure your knees are not extending past your toes. Inhale. Exhale, sink a little deeper. 2 more deep breath cycles here. You can do it. You are so strong. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, straighten the knees, straighten the arms. Exhale, turning your feet towards the back of the mat. So the front foot should be perfectly in line with that front of the mat. The back foot should be at about a 45-degree angle. If this feels like too much of a stretch, bring your feet slightly closer together. Bring the arms out long. Inhale. Exhale, stretching that front arm forward as far as it can go before rotating down towards that front leg. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Bring your gaze to the earth or up towards the top hand. Keep a slight bend in your front knee here. If this is too much today, come up slightly higher and place that front hand on the front thigh. What are you making space for in this next chapter? One more deep breath in. Exhale, bringing that top arm down, rotating towards the front knee and bending both knees, coming down into a low lunge on the left hand side. Back knee is on the mat, front knee is bent. Make sure you're not extending over that front toe. You can keep your hands on your hips or you can place them on your thigh. Keep your navel pulled into your spine. Exhale, sink a little deeper towards that front knee. This is a great stretch for the hip flexors. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the hands to the mat. Come back to all fours. Child's pose, Balasana. If you would like a blanket or a bolster, you can place that between your legs, under your head. Find a comfortable position. You can keep your knees close together, or you can place them further apart. See what feels good, what your body's asking for. Maybe your hands want to be out long above you, but maybe you want a more passive position today. You can bring those hands out by your feet as well before you fold down. Or maybe you would just like to have your hands under your forehead. If you set an intention today, take a moment to return to that thought. Two more deep breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands back towards the mat. Walk them back towards your face. As you begin to come to a seated position. If you use any props, move those off to the side. Come back to your seat. Bring your feet together. Butterfly pose. Your hands can come to your ankles. You can bring your feet further away from you for an easier position or closer for a more challenging one. The goal here is not to be able to put your knees all the way to the earth, just to feel a nice stretch in those hip flexors, the inner thighs here. Sit up nice and tall. Relax your shoulders. Soften your eyes. 2 deep breaths. Inhale, belly, expand the ribs, expand the chest. Exhale, down from the chest, ribs, belly. Again, inhale, the belly, expand through the ribs, expand through the chest. Exhale, collapse the chest, ribs, belly. Great job. Bring your hands back to the mat in an all fours position. Inhale, bring your left foot back, flexing the foot, and your right arm and hand forward, stretching heel and hand apart. Exhale, bring the elbow, knee together. Inhale, hand and foot apart. Exhale, knee to elbow. Again, inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale. Hand, knee back to the mat. On the other side, bird dog. Bring the left or the right foot back and up. The left hand up and forward. Inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, expand. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, expand. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, expand. Exhale, knee to elbow. Great job. Back to all fours. That was the most challenging part of the practice today. Now we're going to bring it back down. Inhale, bringing that left heel back once again. Exhale, bringing the knee forward towards the right elbow for pigeon pose. You want to bring that right foot to the opposite elbow. Sit up nice and tall. Glance back over your left shoulder. Make sure that your back leg is in a straight line if you can. Maybe this is enough for you this evening, or if you'd like a deeper stretch, you can begin to stretch your head forward and down as you fold over that bent forward leg. Pigeon pose. Take your time here. The shape is not important. Return to your intention. One more deep breath. Exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale. Bring your hands to the mat. Gently walk yourself back up. Great job. Bring your right knee back to the all fours position. Inhale the left heel back and up. Exhale, bend the knee, bringing that left knee towards your left elbow and sliding that right foot back into pigeon on the opposite side. If you do the other side, no problem. Just make sure you get a stretch on both sides. Sit up nice and tall here. Look behind your shoulder to check the position of your back leg here. Try to get it in a straight line if you can. Inhale. Exhale, stretching forward and rotating down if it's in your practice today. Now, I didn't mention it on the other side, but if this is too much of a stretch for you, you can also take a blanket and you can place it under your sit bones on the side of the front bent leg for a little bit more height here, a little bit more comfort. You can use a blanket or a bolster. Gives you a little bit more support here. We're going to be here for about 5 breaths. So get comfortable. You don't need to have this front leg all the way bent or all the way straight into a 90-degree angle. Just as much as you can get to be in a stretch here. Following each slow breath in, try to extend your exhale to be slightly longer. This is how we relax our parasympathetic nervous system. This is how we tell our body we are okay. It's okay to relax. It's okay to settle in. One more deep breath cycle. Exhale. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands to the mat. Walk yourself back up to a seated position. If you're using a blanket, bring that off to the side. Bring your feet to the mat. Going to come down to our back, sit up nice and tall. And exhale, rotate vertebrae by vertebrae till you roll all the way down back to the mat. If you're practicing under the full moon tonight, as I am, just take a moment to enjoy. What are you grateful for? What are you ready to let go of? And what are you making space for? Inhale. Exhale, bring your knees to your chest. Wrap your arms around your knees, rocking side to side. If you'd like, you can bring your palms to your knees and rotate your knees in a circle one way before reversing in the opposite direction. Take a moment to thank yourself for coming to the mat this evening, if it's the evening for you. And slowly come back to center before relaxing the feet back onto the mat. About hip width apart, rotating up into bridge pose. Breathe in. Exhale, pressing into the heels, to the toes. You rotate the hips up towards the sky. Keep the palms flat on the mat this evening. Nice, gentle movements. Breathe in. Breathe out, rotating along the spine, rolling the spine back to the neutral position, bringing your hips down last. When your hips are all the way back to the earth, knock the knees from side to side to loosen the back, release the lower back. Move with the rhythm of your breath. Come back to center. We're going to do this one more time. Plant your feet onto the mat, toes facing forward towards the short end. Deep breath in. Exhale, rolling the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, rolling the hips up in line with the knees. Palms flat on the earth. 3 deep breaths here. Your own pace. On your next exhale, begin to rotate, bringing the spine back towards the mat. The hips last to touch down. Great job. Happy baby. Grabbing onto your big toes with your peace fingers or bringing your hands to the sides of your feet, rocking side to side. And gently release your feet, bringing your feet back down, arms relaxed beside you. Cross one leg over the other and drop your knees to the side. So if you crossed your left leg over your right, drop to the right hand side. And if it feels like it's in your practice today, you can rotate your gaze in the opposite direction. Otherwise, you can just keep your head in neutral, up towards the sky. One more deep breath. On your next exhale, begin to unfold your legs. Inhale your knees back to center. Change sides. If you did the right side already, take the right leg, drape it over the left leg, the left knee, and drop your knees to the left side. Turning your gaze in the opposite direction to the right hand side. Soften your gaze or close your eyes. 3 breath cycles here. Inhale. Exhale. Begin to rotate back to center. Come to a comfortable position, extending your legs out long. If you have a blanket, maybe you want to get more comfortable this evening. Coming into our final relaxation pose, Shavasana. If you'd like to continue your Shavasana, pause the video at this time. Otherwise, begin to return to your breath. Lengthen your inhales and exhales. Allow your attention to return to some movement as you wiggle your fingers and toes. Rotate your feet and your wrists, stretching your arms up overhead, and rolling on to your left hand side. When you're ready, begin to press yourself back into a seated position. Sitting up nice and tall, bringing your hands into a chin mudra, your thumb and your index finger together. Return to your intention one last time, or to your 3 questions. What are you grateful for? What are you ready to let go of? What are you making space for in this next chapter? Bringing your hands together at the heart space. Seal your intention, keeping your thumb and your pinky fingers connected. Bring your hands apart to the lotus position, receiving all of the full moon energy. The full moon is a time of illumination, self-reflection, intense energy. Allow yourself to accept it and release what no longer serves you. Let's finish this class today with 3 ohms. Inhale. Om. Om. Bring your hands to your heart. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om. Tat Sat, Tat Sat. Thank you for joining me this evening. I hope you enjoyed this gentle full moon flow. See you next time. Namaste. If you enjoyed this class, I have many others to share with you. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button so that other people can find this class as well. Thank you for joining me. See you next time.